Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 14 of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Human noble warrior Alek Cousland's journey. But currently, we are playing as Morrigan as we delve into the Fade to hopefully save the life.
Help him. You can't stop me.
The life of Connor.
Get out of here.
And Arl
You
Eamon.
have to get out.
As Lady Isolde gave her soul, and Alek made the choice that made the most sense with the time. We could have gone to the Mage Tower, but now that we were there, we didn't know how long, or if we delayed further, we don't know what would have happened. And this we needed him alive sooner than later. Morrigan agreed to delve into the Fade with the Maleficar's help, and Alek is hoping and praying to the Maker that she survives and brings about change.
Father wanders, seeking, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere? No, it is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Okay. Oh, 2 lesser rage demons this time.
Another battle, I see.
That was lucky.
Cross me and you shall pay.
I didn't realize it was doing so much damage to her.
So be it.
Oh. The Fade is truly a tricky, fickle beast. Okay, we are at the final battle.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form, and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
Do you take me for a fool? I know better than to bargain with your kind.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
Wow. That went horribly. Let's get a quick heal in there. While it's nice and early, let's get a heal.
I shall do it.
Take a lyrium potion.
I see.
Well, we can. We need to hit her with all the spells that, you know, do damage. There we go.
If it is a I approve.
Oh, that was a problematic little fight there. We got very lucky in that one.
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training, once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things, should Eamon recover. I'm not sure how I will tell him of all this. Isolde is dead, yet her sacrifice saved their son. There is still the matter of Jowan. He performed the ritual and did not deceive us. In a way, he saved Connor's life even though he killed Isolde. I am unsure what to make of this. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
Why do you want my opinion?
It was your decision to use his ritual. You had some reason to trust him. I thought you'd have an opinion on his fate.
Would you find him useful?
I would not trust him, but I would not presume to tell my brother what to do.
Do whatever you want with him.
Very well. I shall have the mage imprisoned again for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him. As odd as it may seem, the quest Isolde sent the knights on may be our only hope. We must find the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Isn't there some other way to heal him? What about magic?
It has been tried, and we will continue trying. Perhaps the demon's absence will make a difference. However, the relic is another option. Eamon funded the research of a Denerim scholar, a brother Genetivi. He has been trying to decipher the inscriptions on Andraste's birthrock. When Eamon fell ill, Isolde sent her knights to Genetivi in the hopes that he had finally discovered the location of Andraste's final resting place. They were unable to find him. In desperation, Isolde sent others in search of the brother or some clue of the urn's location.
What will you be doing in the meantime?
I must organize Eamon's knights as they return, draft new soldiers, and prepare the army to fight. I shall hand Redcliffe back to Eamon when he awakens, and in a state where it can be of some use in the coming war. Truly, what other choice do I have?
I'll see what I can find. I'll see if I can find this relic.
No one else can. Even if I wished to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
That's right, just leave me unattended next to Eamon, you know. This could explain why, you know, that mage was so... It was so easy for that mage to, you know, gain their trust and murder, you know,
It will take years
your
to
lord.
sort out the castle properly, if we even get the chance.
Yes. Let's level up Morrigan. I think it's magic that is the strength of magic, so we'll do that. We'll give her an increased level in herbalism, so she could either have bear shape or rejuvenate. I kind of want to get her up here, so I'm going to go for like an offensive spell for now. But let's talk to little Connor.
You're the one who saved me.
Actually, it was Morrigan.
Then, I guess I owe her thanks. Father always said to remember to thank people who do nice things for you. I wish Mother were here. Nobody will tell me how she died. They say I'll find out when I'm older.
I'm very glad that I cannot shatter that dream for you and that Morrigan kept her gob shut. I mean, Morrigan, if anyone knows Morrigan, she's not the type of person to really be quiet, so it's very nice of her to actually not say anything. She has insufficient skill. She has the second to highest level in the ability, and she couldn't open that. Very interesting. Yeah, we're just going to quickly, you know, do a last look around the castle, because we haven't been to this floor. You come to this floor if you decide to do the first option, which is to fight Connor in the current plane.
What now?
Allow me. I could do that for you.
We know you could. You're just a thief. Hello. Alright, so we've got one last room to look in, and then we can leave the castle for now.
Huh.
Gemstone, not bad, not bad. I've got some bookshelf here. Okay. So, the next port of call for Alek is, of course, going to probably be either Denerim, to look into this Brother Genitivi, or, well, to go to the Mage's Tower and,
It's done.
you know, get what they glean what they can from the Mage's current position. Though all of it will take time, of course. But and also we've got some looting to do, so there is that. Alice's mother's brooch. That's the most important thing to get here. Let's go talk to Sir Perth, and then we will be on our way.
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Bantegan to take his place.
Bantegan.
And I'm off.
Bantegan. I don't know why I do like the Orlesian accent, but it also does great on me. Right. Let us take our leave of this place. We have somewhere to be. I must say, though, I've never actually had the option to open this and use those knights as my help, which is pretty cool. Because I never knew that was a thing. There we go. So, we are now in Redcliffe Sea, so we could either go to Lake Calenhad Docks, Denerim. We can no longer go to Lovering, because Lovering is completely destroyed. You can still go to Flemeth's Hut for some reason. But not. I know eventually we will need to go back to Ostagar. Frostback Mountains, I would say we probably should do either the Sacred Urn or Lake Calenhad before we do that. I like to go to Durham second, so we're going to go to the camp. Because I also like to go to the camp after a good amount of missions. After a good quest point.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
What's on your mind?
You let Lady Isolde sacrifice herself with blood magic. How could you do that?
You think I should have killed the boy instead?
We could have gone to the Circle of Magi. We could have tried harder. We should have tried something that didn't involve blood magic. That's for sure. This is the Arl's son we're talking about here. What do you think he'll say when we revive him?
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I just don't know how you could do it. How you could make that decision. I owe the Arl more than this.
A decision had to be made. I made it.
Yes, I suppose so. And I'll just have to accept that, won't I? Just forget I brought it up. I'm the one being the ass here, right? Forget I said anything.
Yep, that is a major disapproval there, Alistair. But the good thing is, there we go. If we go to Alistair and we go over to, that's plot iron? Okay. And we go down to here.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
I found it in Redcliffe Castle in the study.
Oh, the Arl's study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left. Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from this. When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
You're a friend. Of course I'd remembered.
I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
And see, the funniest thing is, that's a very Alistair moment right there. That makes actually, like, that is a very Alistair time. Like, the best way to describe it is, I love Alistair as a character because he goes from this to that to this to that very quickly.
Is that for me?
And we'll give him that. There we go, back to neutral. Morrigan? I don't believe Morrigan will care for any of this.
A fine gift.
What about
you
this
have
one?
my thanks.
Okay, yeah, that will be Alistair.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Is that for me? Really?
Yeah, we need to try and keep the party member happy.
A fine gift. You have my thanks. Interesting.
Oh, how dear of you.
Hey, Poppers. Okay, so we'll give our pup that war paint. And we'll give him the red one. The red one looks cooler. So, now that we've done that, we're going to talk to each companion and then go do some selling. And, yeah.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So Templars use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
Have you hunted many mages?
No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. The ritual that they test the mages with. It's not unlike our joining, really. And just as deadly. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
Seems like the Templars could run the Chantry.
You'd think that. But it's not so. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
That's horrible. I can't believe they would do that.
Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective, or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me. What do you need?
Is there anything else we can talk
Ask
about?
away.
Talking about the Grey ones. How do you become a Grey Warden? Yeah, we'll go through all of these. So, tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
So what will happen now there's just 2 of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Logain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfels, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Would, you know, we need to start rebuilding the Order.
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need? Ask away.
Okay, let's. How did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
I mean, before that.
Let's see. I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
So you mentioned before.
It's really for the best. I'm not exactly the Chantry type, if you haven't noticed. I don't think I would have made a very good Templar. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be... It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Well, let's go say hello to the rest of the party, and then we will make our way to the next quest. Don't you just love the puppers? I'm gonna pat him. Yeah, that's all you can really do with the puppers, unless like someone's talking to him. We'll go talk to Bodan, sell our goods, and we'll move on.
If there's anything
After talking
I
to
can do
Liliana
for you,
and that.
Please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Right, I would like both of those. Like all of that. I will also take all 4 of those. Right. Heavy chainmail gauntlets. Wait, sorry, it's a steel scale armor that I'm keeping. Yeah, that'll have to be it. An extremely expensive dragon bone axe. And Sylvan's Mercy. What armor we got apart from the dragon, blood dragon armor? Got any armor that makes sense? Oh, I got some Bard's dancing boots. Yeah, they don't really seem to have anything that would fight, be useful for us right now. So we'll live and let live. We'll go talk to Morrigan, and then we'll talk to Liliana. Then we'll talk to Sten, and then we will leave.
Yes?
So life in the wilds must have been lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
That sounds wonderful.
For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage. adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
I can't imagine Flemeth was pleased.
She was not. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
But you were just a child.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
So 1 second, guys, I do apologise. Just gotta quickly do something. Alright, so we've spoken with Morrigan. How is Morrigan doing on the good old plus 25? Is that that's out of 100, right? Dog, that's out of 100, right? Yes, it is. Okay, we're doing good with Morrigan. Let's not, let's not throw gifts at her just yet. We'll talk to Sten, we'll talk to Liliana, and then we will go.
Yes.
What were you doing in that cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
Do you have to be so literal?
No, it's a choice, not a necessity.
Are you going to answer my question?
I did. Parshera, was there anything else?
Nope.
As you wish.
Because you are weird. I love you, Stan, but you're weird.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending how?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk one more time with Liliana, because I want to leave the camp in the next part.
Yes?
Like to
Well,
talk.
Here I am.
Yeah. What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
They don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they?
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Affirmed?
We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the Chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken.
What did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to have to end this. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please do follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, join Discord, all that fun stuff. The link's down there. And in the next part, Alek Cousland will travel to either Denerim or Lake Calenhad. And we will see what is in store in both places. Can we find Brother Genitivi? And can we help, or get help, from the mages? Because no one seems to have heard from them since the battle. But like I said, we'll do all that in the next part. See you guys then.